All right, Shalom. First, like start by saying all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. As you can see, this is an RT article. It says COVID pandemic could push more than a billion people worldwide into extreme poverty. United Nations warns, right? And this was all a part of the elite's agenda to bring this to pass because they're trying to bring in a new world order. That's why the whole world is going through this pandemic situation. So, let me see. This is Slovakia. Micah chapter 2, verse 1, it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it's in the power of their hand." Right, so the elites got the power to push forth an agenda. And we're seeing this agenda play out because, excuse me, it's prophecy. It says, "And they covet fields and take them away by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage." Right, and the fields represents they took lands from all the nations. You know, they're occupying a lot of these other people's lands. They took specifically the Israelite lands because we the ones who really matter in the whole ordeal, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, and they oppressing us, man. They got all these laws to oppress us, putting our women up over us and making laws to keep us asleep, to keep us down, using all these think tanks, you know, and killing us, man, in the streets, man. Even a man in his heritage, right, man? And you know, and that goes against who we are according to the Bible. This Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1, it says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision," which is the prophecies, "and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it," right? "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie," right? So what we're going through is prophecies, man. These prophecies was written a long time ago, and you know, through the spirit of power, Yahweh shall be of the elect and them same prophets. You know, thus far we're bringing these same prophecies out that the Lord spoke to us about a long time ago. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry," right? And it's happening before everybody's face. You know, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith." And that's talking about Esau. His soul is not lifted, is not upright in him. Esau is the devil, according to the Bible. But the just, the elect, the chosen, the ones that believe in Yahweh Bashim Shai, not some regular Christian, man, you know, are going to live by their faith, by their belief, man. "Yea, also because he transgressed by wine," which is his philosophies. "He is a proud man." Esau is proud, man, because he's been getting away with all the wickedness that he's been doing, and the fact that he's been using all these psychological attacks against the people and keeping them asleep, man. It says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, which is his philosophies, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. Right, that's why there's all this death going on, man, with these pandemics, or this pandemic, and or with all these killings and stuff that's going on. All that was set up by Esau, man, who enlarged his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathers unto all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Right, and America is the melting pot. They got everybody over here in this country right now, man. But all right, I'm going to start this article. It says another 207 million people could be driven into extreme poverty by the severe long-term impact of the coronavirus pandemic, bringing the total number to more than 1 billion by 2030. Right, and that's Esau thinking that their house is going to continue, but the Lord is using Esau to do this so the Lord can bring in his agenda. Warns the United Nations. It says, according to a new study from the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, released this week, a high damage scenario would mean a protracted recovery from the pandemic. And let me see if I still got that word protracted pulled up. Protracted means it's an adjective meaning lasting for a long time or longer than expected or usual. Right, so it says a high damage scenario will mean a protracted recovery from the pandemic, a recovery that's going to last longer than what they expected or last long. It says the report anticipates that 80% of the pandemic-induced economic crisis will persist for over a decade, stalling the pre-pandemic growth trajectory. A baseline COVID scenario based on current mortality rates and the most recent growth projections by the International Monetary Fund will result in 44 billion more people living in extreme poverty by 2030. Compared to the development trajectory the world was on before the pandemic. It says, as this new poverty research highlights, the COVID-19 pandemic is a tipping point, and the choices leaders take now could take the world in very different directions, said the UNDPS, and the direction they're trying to go in is the New World Order. It says UNDP's administrator Akim Steiner, I'm guessing. We have an opportunity to invest in a decade of action that not only helps people recover from COVID-19, but resets the development path of people and planet towards a fairer, resilient, and green future. In which the actual future is the Israelites ruling the world and the other nations going into slavery. It says the report indicated that focused investments could prevent the rise of extreme poverty, however, lifting 146 million from its grip and even exceed the development trajectory what the world was on before the pandemic. Sorry. All right, so more of the story, Esau still think that his house gonna continue. They already trying to project the future, and how they gonna rebuild and all this extra stuff, and everybody coming out of poverty and stuff like that. But that's totally against the Bible. Salakia. This is Psalms chapter 49, verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. All right, and that's talking about these Edomites, man, especially the elites, man. The elites know what's coming, but in the case of this article, them saying 2030, and us being here, and things, they're trying to prepare to get everything back on track, so to speak. That's not going to happen according to the Bible, man. I'm read again. It says, Psalms chapter 49, verse 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, right? So they think that America is going to continue, man. And their dwelling places to all generations, right? All their dwelling places, man. They call their lands after their own names, right? America was named after Amerigo Vespucci, So they think that, this place going to continue, man. The Lord going to let them get only so far with their whole New World Order situation before he step in. This is Job chapter 20, verse 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and that the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Right, talking about Esau, man, the hypocrite, because they swore in on the Bible, and then they gave homosexuals rights, man. They claim to be the people, but they do everything against what was set up in the Bible. It says, though his excellency mount to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, which is the satellites, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Right? Because ultimately, after these Edomites go into slavery, starting with the elites, and those that's going to be left after nuclear missiles, they're going to be exterminated. It says, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Right, man? I'm going to jump. This is verse 18. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. Right, man? It says, according to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Right? Esau is laboring for his new world order, and he's gathering up all the treasures and everything, but all that's going to be given back to Israel, man. So they're doing our job for us. They're already practicing on being slaves, so to speak. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. Right? Esau took America from the North American Indians, and the tribes that was over here, as well as Israel, man. Sure, he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not savor that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods, because ultimately America is going to be destroyed, man. And the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Right? So when he get to that point where he's about to implement his new world order, he's going to have a lot of people chipped and everything, but he's going to eventually end up in straits. And straits means a position of difficulty, man. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Every hand of the other nations will come upon Esau. They're going to shoot missiles on him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right? So while he's, fulfilling his agenda, and got it almost finished, the Lord gonna have the nation shoot nuclear missiles on them, man. And that's just gonna be it for him, man. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. That's another word for the missiles. Damn, see. Yep, here we go with this shit. But, that was just about it anyway. With that being said, call Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.